Hey there guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to cover what my thoughts and opinions are regarding the crypto.com and the Cronos ecosystem. But also, before I get into that, I want to cover a little bit about the markets in general, because tomorrow is a very, very big day. Is it going to crash the market, or are we going to go to Valhalla? So I want to cover that in this video. Before I start though, if you'd like to give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, it's always much appreciated. So as we can see on the monthly, the market's all green. We could go down to the weekly. It's a bit of a mixed bag. The daily, again, bit of a mixed bag. And on the hourly, we're all looking nice and green because, like I said, tomorrow we've got the FOMC meeting, which is going to be, I know it says every FOMC is going to be big, but this is it. This is the big one, because the last time we had rate cuts was in 2008, and then obviously after the pandemic as well. So this is the next one we're going to have. So is this going to send us all to Valhalla and make lots and lots of money, and we're all going to become millionaires? Well, I hope we're all going to become millionaires, and we're all going to be very successful in this bull run, because right now the bull run doesn't feel like very good, does it? It feels flat. We see gold going to all-time highs. We've been seeing like stocks like Nvidia breaking to all-time highs in crypto. Yeah, it's just been sideways, really. But is this going to be the catalyst tomorrow for the big bull run to happen? Is this going to trigger it off? And hopefully, like I said, we're going to make a lot of money, because don't forget, the target rate now is at 67% for a 50 basis point cut, but also now 33 at 25. So the sentiment is turning more towards the 50 basis point. Is this going to crash? Right? Is this going to cause the market to think, oh, is a recession on the way, and start panicking the market? Or is this actually going to turn around and say, well, you know, this looks good. We're going to get more printing of money. This is going to get good, and we're going to go up to Valhalla. So nobody knows. At the end of the day, nobody knows where we're going to get. Are we going to get that pump at the beginning and then suddenly a massive crash? You know, at the moment, economists don't really know what's going on. Some people like BlackRock have been saying 25 basis points, because at the moment they don't see the economy going into recession. But then you've got like JP Morgan who's saying totally different. If you believe what Jamie Dimon says sometimes, you take him with a pinch of salt. But who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? You've just got to be prepared. You've got to have a plan, just in case the inevitable happens. And but hopefully it doesn't, and we go up nice and sky high. Because look, we can see Quinton here has also mentioned, don't forget, on a positive, more of a positive note regarding the bull market. He says here, the average Bitcoin cycle starts 170 days after the halving, peaks are 400 days after the halving, and we're currently 147 days after the Bitcoin halving. We can see here how it plays out, and we're right here, right now, on the cusp of it at the moment. But also, we just point out here, Bitcoin decentralization puts out here the Bitcoin cycle is projected to start around October the 6th. So mark this down on your calendar. 2024 at block height approximately 864,408, and peaks around August the 12th, 2025 at block height approximately 909, 120 days, which coincides quite right to what Quentin says. So if this plays out from the 6th of October, for example, we've got potentially all the way up till August of next year to make life-changing money. And that's what we want. We want life-changing money. And yeah, but like I said, the bubbles at the moment, bit of a mixed bag. Tomorrow is all ice. So let's get into a bit of CRO. So right now at the moment, we can see CRO is sitting at place 37. But if we look here now, we've got the volume. Hasn't really much changed since yesterday. We're still at around about just over 4 million in terms of 24-hour volume. I think it was about 4.5 million yesterday in market value. But, you know, I think all the market at the moment is just going sideways. Well, obviously, crypto's been going sideways for a long time. But I think in general, we are just holding off, waiting to see what happens tomorrow. And hopefully, if we get what we want, hopefully the bulls will all start stepping in and start making our way to the upside. Because, like I said, with CRO, it's one of those projects. The Cronos is a new project. Like I mentioned yesterday's video, November the 8th of 2021. It takes time for a Cronos, for the project like that to grow. And this is the first ever bull market that's it been in. It was sort of end towards the end of the last bull market, but this is the time it's going to shine. If we get bullish moves tomorrow and we're starting to make really, really rapid moves, we could get Bitcoin back up to the $70,000 mark. We go to 80, 90, 100,000, and we could get CRO getting back up to that 18 pence, getting it to 20, 30, 40, all the way up to $1. And I can really see, and the retail start flooding back in. I can really see that crypto.com, the Crow coin, is going to make some serious moves. And I said it in previous videos. I definitely think it's going to go to $1. Not 100%. But I'm pretty much 99%. We're going to get to $1. We're going to get to $2. If we could get beyond that, well, that is going to be absolutely magic for a lot of people. It's going to be life changing. And I'm not giving out hope because, something might happen tomorrow and we all go down. And that's why I always say, always have a plan. But at the moment, we're just over that 8 cents mark. I want us to get above that 10 pence mark. But at the moment, the volume is just going a bit sidewaysy at the moment, but hopefully that volume will start to come in, because don't forget, with crypto.com, they're doing such a lot at the moment with the partnerships, and hopefully we're going to get some more licenses come through. That's what I'm really am hoping for. But like I said, you've just got to be patient, take time, have a plan for tomorrow, have a plan with your CRO tokens, coins as well. But like I said, I just keep on accumulating. Not everybody's in the same position. If you can't accumulate anymore, just sit on your hands and just wait and see. But have a plan for tomorrow, just in case something happens. If we go to the upside, and I always say, when we make some moves to the upside, and always work out where you want to have with CRO coin, have a target, have a plan where you want to start taking profits. So just imagine if we start going up now and heading towards that $1, where do you want to start taking profits? Is it going to be building up to $1? Is it going to be after $1? You need to sit there and have a plan. Because if you don't have a plan, I've learned my lessons in previous bull markets that, I wish I took profits then. I wish I took and I didn't, and it all dipped down. So always have a plan. I have a tiered system where I want to start taking profits. I'll start taking profits as we're getting close to that $1, when we go over $1. When we get up to like $1.30, $1.40, $1.50, I'll start to work out where my targets are. Have your plan as well. If you want to make a lot of money, because you don't want to, nobody knows where the end of the bull market is. We have these projections, August of 2025, say. Some people say it's before that. Some people say it's the first quarter of 2025. So like I said, have a plan where you want to take profits. Don't get the ones where you're stuck at the top and everybody takes the profit and you're left at the top wishing you were taking profits. All I'm saying is that. So just be aware of that. But we can see on the Cronos ecosystem, it's all gradually starting green. Look at that. We've got nuts here, which is up on 24 of it, up 23%. And we've got Moonflow up 17%. Merry is starting to make as well up. It's 1.27. But like I said, keep an eye out for Merry, because if crypto.com list it, and if they say it's good news and the market's just exploding to the upside, that could be the very time where they might list Merry, where the volume's really coming in, and expect, if that's the case, some big moves for Merry to happen. And like I said, I really want all these coins to really pop off out for the ecosystem, really, because the more of these meme coins and other utility tokens in there start taking off, that's going to be good for our CRO coin. And it's also going to be, if we get burned as well, that's going to be good as well. All this happens when the bull market fully kicks in. That's what I got a funny feeling. If this bull market really kicks in, I could see Merry getting listed, and maybe later on down the line, more announcements in terms of burning as well, just to push that volatility up for the CRO coin. Because at the end of the day, we're all getting impatient. A lot of people are impatient about CRO coin because we want to make a lot of money and we want that Crow coin, because it doesn't seem to match up with everything that's happening with crypto.com and all their partnerships and their licensing, everything they're doing. But all we see is CRO coin going sideways. But don't forget, it was in the bear market around about that 5 cents mark. And now we did go all the way up to that 18 pence mark, but we'll obviously come down to this 8 cents mark again. But we still doubled from where we are close to. But overall, let's have a look at the Crow coin. This is on the 1 hourly, and now we can see we've got a bit of a curvature. We've got the momentum waves starting to tick up to the upside. We've started to get the RSI moving again to the upside. So we've got the momentum waves starting to push up. Money flow is gradually just starting to tick up to the upside. We can see there, and the momentum waves up there. We've got a green dot here and a green dot down there. So hopefully this is going to be a push up on the hourly. But it looks like a bit of a different story on the daily. We've got this basically this trend down to the downside. But at the moment, we've got, again, we're starting to curve around on this momentum trigger wave here. So we've got one here and we've got one here. We've got the two green dots now forming, which is quite bullish. But on this downward trend of higher lows and lower lows, we've sort of been coming down. But what I want to see with CRO coin, I want it to get above this area of resistance, get above and break this trend and start making our way up to the upside. And we've got this area of resistance around about that 9 cents mark. But I really, really want us to get that money flow start turning up and start coming back into the upside and break this trend here. Because until the Brent trend is broken, we keep going down, and potentially we could come all the way back down to this wick here, this wick area here, which is around that 6.5 cents. But hopefully we don't come back down to that and we break this trend to the upside. But I'm watching this momentum trigger wave here, and then obviously hopefully we're going to get some green inflows coming in as well. But on the weekly, same thing. I want to see these trigger waves get triggered. And obviously we can see we get a little bit of a curvature up to the upside. So hopefully that's going to change and we get money flow in. We've only got one green dot at the moment. I'm looking for a second one, because every time we get a green dot and a second green dot, look what happens. We get this beautiful move to the upside. So hopefully we're going to get that green dot soon and hopefully make a way up to the upside. But obviously it's all depending what our friend Bitcoin is doing, because obviously we can see Bitcoin has created this beautiful cup and handle here. So we've got the cup here and we've got the handle. And generally what happens on the cup and handles is you normally get a break to the upside. And what I tend to find out is, if I could just draw it on here, if I could quickly draw it on here, we've got this, like I said, we've got the cup, then we've got the handle here. But what tends to happen when these cup and handles break out, we don't get these little smooth moves to the upside. What we tend to do when the cup and handles break out, we get a big move to the upside. And I'm hoping tomorrow is going to be that catalyst to do that. So always bear that in mind. When you get a cup and handle, you get the handle, it's not a gradual move up. It's generally a big spike up to the upside. And hopefully we're going to get that. Because like on here, we've got the green dot, waiting for the next green dot to come in to get that confirmation to the upside. But also what I'm watching as well, this is going to be also very important for the CRO coin as well, and altcoins in general, is once Bitcoin has made it, if we do make that big move to the upside to that 80,000, 90,000, $100,000 mark, hopefully we're going to get this dominance, because dominance is gradually grinding up now. We're getting to that 58%. Are we going to get to 60%? Or are we going to get to like 58%? 59%. We've just broken 58% actually. We're going to get to those marks and then suddenly make our way down to the downside, and that's when Ultra will break out. So watch CRO coin very, very carefully, and also watch very carefully what is happening in terms of the Cronos ecosystem, but also watch tomorrow very carefully as well. So all in all, I'm feeling mega bullish. I'm hoping tomorrow's going to be a big day and it's going to be a positive day. Lots of positive news out there. Lots of positive technical analysis is out there as well. So hopefully it all plays out in our favors tomorrow. So all be careful. But like I said, give us a like and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.